Welcome everybody to the next episode in our beginner's guide. So in this episode we are covering traders and we're covering zombies. So let's get at it. Well, my friends, we're here at the trader. Now the traders don't always have what's on the door. So this is a Trader Joel's full money, full no money back guarantee. So let's go inside and see how this works. So as you get closer to the trader, it'll give you that icon to show you that he is available. But before we go inside, it is always worth having a look around. So there are these vending machines where in multiplayer you can put things in to sell if you so choose. It's got normal garbage bags, but they've normally also got like these workbenches that you can loot. So there's some wood and some broken glass in that one, in the cement mixer. It's got some clay, which is really good. Wow, that actually looks fantastic. Then inside here we've just got the normal kitchen stuff, so it's worth going through. That's quite nice. That's a grill. So as I say, it's worth going through this to see what you get. It's a puffer coat for when you're cold. And in here is a forge. The forge has gotten a rework. That is new. That down there. And that pipe coming out the back is also new. Okay. So, like, if it wasn't broken, you'd be able to use it, which is really nice. Now okay, I think that's about it. Some of the traders even have some secrets built into them, but I'll leave that to you for you to discover it. So who do we have here? We've got Trader Rect. Trader Rect is not a nice fellow. He is quite aggressive. But he looks pretty good with the new upgrades. So, you've got options, or inventory, do you have any jobs, and never mind. Now, inventory is what he is selling. So you can see he's got a bunch of foods, curtain rail, mattresses, cement mixer. We've got 5,000 dukes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you've got the money, you can buy it. So there's a couple of things, like if we wanted to sell like the puffer coat, for instance, we'd get actually 90 dukes for that. That's not bad. But you can see you can also sort by all the different categories. So I'm looking for healthcare stuff, and he's only got blood bags. I need science. There we go. Building materials. You can sort that out. But each trader, see here, it also tell you, that's I think new as well, restock day 4. So his secret stash is his private stash. And you can see here he's got some books, he's got some grenade schematics. If I had the money, I'd buy buying some of these. These are really nice. Grandpa's Forgetting Elixir. If you want to respec your character, that's what you buy for that. And as far as I'm aware, the only way you can do that is through the traders. And you can see it's got a couple of stuff. Now, as you level up, you can put points into barter, and that will actually get you better deals and better items as well. So you can see there's a whole bunch of different stuff. Gunpowder, military fiber. Gunpowder is new. That icon's new. Okay, the other part of traders is their job system. So you can see here, we need to go fetch something, buried supplies, cleared zombies, and fetch and fetch. Now with the traders, you have to do 10 missions before they'll open up the questing to you for that goes to the next trader. You could possibly, if you want to, walk around and find the traders yourself, but they are interlinked to each other. So every trader, and you see this is tier 1, there's 5 tiers, and a tier 5 POI to clear is really hard, it's difficult, it's going to take you 2 to 3 hours real world time, and if you're not careful, it will kill you multiple times. Don't ask me how I know that. So be careful on that. So let's just do a buried supplies because it's the closest. We'll do one of each.
I don't like you.
Yeah, I don't like you either, Rick.
Next time, bathe before you come to a job interview.
That's a new saying. So we're just going to build a stone shovel as well because I need to... Oh, hello, Bambi. I got that right. Wow. You could do that. Okay, so editing. I'm busy, you can see here, I'm busy harvesting some meat off Bambi here. Now that I've gotten enough bones, I can go recipes, bone knife, craft a bone knife. And the bone knife, it's not really good for combat, but it's excellent for skinning. the animals. That animation is new. And we're just getting a bit of meat off Bambi here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to go through the burnt forest biome. This is... You can see it gets suitably dark and creepy in here. Let's just put on that. And whatever you do, don't eat the glass. It will kill you nearly instantly. I've got one arrow left. Okay. So we've got 100 odd meters. In the previous versions of the alpha, you didn't have that icon. You had to actually do it by hand. So this here is lead, I think. Yeah, so that's a lead node. So you'd dig down, follow it down, and you get some lead for that. Burnt forest biomes are excellent for like finding bird nests because you can actually see the things. And they're also really good for charcoal if you harvest the trees. Or wood. Oh, there's another bamboo down there. That's a new change as well. So, okay, so as you get closer to the dig supplies quest, you'll see it'll give you a ring of where you've got to dig. Now, if you have the skills for it, so you can go here to Treasure Hunter under your Perception perk tree, and you can see, oh, I've got a stripper zombie coming. For every 7 blocks, find 10%. So you can upgrade this. Okay, I just need to take care of her first. And we're just going to aim carefully. And now we need to swap to our club. And hit her in the head. Alright. Alright, so we've got another friend down this side. You must just be careful of using your power attacks because they do suck up a lot of stamina, and if you've got no stamina you can't run, so you can't escape them. Alright, so we're going to start digging here. This might take a while, so I might just time lapse through this. Okay, so every 10 blocks you dig, it will make the circle smaller to help point you in the right direction. I think for new players, it is a really welcome change because previously you could be digging for ages and not find it because you could dig too deep and not find what you're looking for. They've also removed it that these things will spawn in mountains and in under lakes and things like that. So if it was in a mountain, it would literally be in the like this layer, but the mountain would be another 100 blocks up. So you'd have to dig through 100 blocks to get at the treasure, which, you know, is not what would you call fun. So they have optimized that. Okay, so we're going to carry on digging here, but there is something I want to show you. We completed the first 7 quests. So when you do that, you get 4 skill points. And you can put them in anything you want. The next video, we're going to be dealing with the entire perk tree and a thorough breakdown on it. But for now, I am going to put a point into Sexual Tyrannosaurus, which reduces your melee and tool stamina usage. So we're going to put a point in there. Then minus 69 is really good if you want to dig and mine. But I don't want to do that quite yet. I think I'm going to put one into Lucky Looter. Yeah, Lucky Looter. And now where is it? I think it's probably going to be an intellect. Yeah. So I'm going to put it into Barter, so I can show you the difference. So you get 5% better price, and Daring Adventurer. So if you're playing like a questing playthrough, you're only going to be doing a lot of quests. This is a really good one to have. So I'm going to put a point into there. All right, get an additional choice of quest roles and 5% more dukes. That's huge. Guys, you don't have to use the questing. That's what's beautiful about 7 Days to Die. You don't have to follow the quest system. You don't need to. It's not necessary. You don't ever have to use it. If you don't want to sell stuff to the traders, you don't. It does make your life a little bit easier. Quite a lot, actually. But, yeah, so I'm going to continue digging for this crate and enjoy the time lapse. Okay, so there we go. There is the treasure. Buried food stash. Nice. And we get a recipe out of that for the meat stew. That is really good. I knew I heard you. Oh, wow. Okay, that is one thing. When you get the treasure, you've got a chance of spawning some friends like I did here, so just be aware of that. So if you're new, you may want to be able to be cognizant of this. See, I'm out of stamina of that. Okay, now that she's down, one in the pip for good measure. And that guy behind is the Burning Man. He's you'll only find him in this biome. You won't find him in another. Yes. The new animations are really good. And try to avoid getting hit by this guy, because he will set you on fire if he does. Right, so I'm just going to hoof it back to the trader, and we'll be back then. Okay. So we've got, these are our rewards. We can take 2 vitamins, a 2x scope, or 200 bullets. This is actually quite a tough choice, because the bullets is really, really nice. But what am I going to do with them when I don't have a gun for them? The vitamins will help you cure disease and fatigue. So that is really good. Again, it's the same problem with the scope. So you'll have to just pick here, and you see you got 2,500 XP and 588 casino tokens. So we do get a bonus because we've got a skill in that now. Okay, I think I'm actually going to. I'm going to go for the ammo. All right, so we're going to do another job. We've done a clear, so we're going to do clear zombies. It means we're going to go.
Come to think of it, I do have a task. What are you standing there for?
All right, so we're going to go there, and we'll be back once I've now walked all the way there. Okay, we're just about here. So just walking up this bit of a steep slope here. So we're here. Okay, so now to activate it, just walk up to the bouncing exclamation and hit E. All right. Now, when you're clearing a point of interest like this, you have to stay within its boundaries. It doesn't tell you what the boundaries are, but they're quite close to whatever you're in. Okay, this has got a good amount of bodies you can get for loot. Okay, so we're just going to hit you in the head. That one gave me a fright, holy cow. Oh, she's annoyed as well. It's one thing they've introduced is that they can burst through things, and that actually genuinely gave me a fright. Okay, this is a tier 1 safe. Nuts. Okay, these soldier guys are very, very tough, actually. Thank you very much. Woo! Okay, so that would be the loot reward, but I'm not gonna... Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we've cleared it. We can now get the loot and check here. So there's a purse hidden there. Not very well hidden. But let's go check what's in here. So we've got the chest. Wow. That's really good loot. So just chopping this one open to see what we get inside of it. Some sandwiches, which is not unexpected. Okay, so we've got another friend there, but I'm not going to fight with him currently. So what you can do with these is you can like chop the body bags up and you get plastic and potassium and that kind of thing out of it. Right, so we're going to go back to the trader now. I'm going through these relatively quickly because we've got a lot to cover. We get quite a good bonus here again. So Night Stalker. So if you want to play at night, this is a really good book for that. 20 pipe bombs. Holy cow. No, wait, this one is, that is a non-negotiable. That you get, that you take. Because if you put that into your clubs and stuff, it stuns and slows the victims. So, you know, the pipe bombs is good, but you've only got 20, and once they're gone, they're gone. Weighted club mod, you're going to use forever. Any other options? So we want to fetch quest. So the closest one is 949 meters.
Blockhead, I'll give you. It's a deal.
Alright, so we're going to go back that way again. We're at this fetch quest, so we're just going to activate it. Alright, so it's the same thing. You have to stay inside the point of interest's boundaries. And we're using the blunderbuss we just found to help clear it out. Oh, okay. That's lucky. So we're going to grab that, and now we're going to go back to the trader again. But it's not always going to be that easy, guys. It's really not. It can be in the middle of this building somewhere, behind a fireplace or a bookcase or something like that. That was just very, very, very lucky. But what's even more lucky is this place has got a workbench. Destroyed, unfortunately. But it's got some mechanical parts. Okay, so we're going to go back to the trader now. And then we're going to look at some zombies. So now you've got another 2 quests there. You can't do all 10 quests in the same day. As you can see, I don't have that option, but it is what it is. So we've got quite a decent supply here of stuff. It almost feels a little overpowered. Maybe that's just me. And I think I've got an additional one of these. So we could actually just go to talk to him. No, not that one. That one. Right, so I'm going to sell one. Just to get a bit more tokens. And then we're going to now get into the zombies.
Even if it's to us.
Welcome back to the second part of our video, guys. Now in this one, we're going to be covering a sampling of all the zombies. I'm not going to spoil it for you. We're just going to go through a couple of them. So zombies come in many different shapes and sizes. As I said, we're going through sampling. The first one is going to be Darlene. So this is Darlene. You can see what she looks like here. She's a woman in a pretty plain dress. So Darlene, not too strong. Can kill you. All of them can obviously kill you if you don't pay attention, but she's not really too one to worry about too much. Pay attention and you'll be okay. Okay. Now next up, we've got Bo. Now Bo is he is a lot tougher than Darlene is. He's a bit more hulking in his movements, if I can put it that way. He's got a bit more health, not that much more, but he's not like a fat zombie or the biker zombie or the demolition zombie who've got a lot more health. So be careful around him. He does take a bit more of a pounding to bring down than Darlene does. But that's Bo for you. He looks really good in the new HD textures. Alright, next we have got Darlene. The other lady was Arlene. There's Arlene, Darlene, and Marlene. There's something that fun comes to. So I've spawned her 3 different variants in here. So she, again, has got the same health as Arlene. As you can see, it was a blonde lady. Now she is a zombie. So that's her normal state. Again, not too much of a threat. Then we've got the feral version. Now, if the main difference, if she had stopped twitching, you see her eyes are like this yellow color. Now, feral zombies, you won't find them for a while. As your game stage gets progressively higher, you will run into them in buildings and on Horde Night. They always run, they are very aggressive, and they have more health, so they take a bit more to bring down. So be careful. If you see a yellow-eyed zombie in a house, run. Unless you're going to block a doorway or something, close the door in their face, because they are faster than you. That's just how it is. Okay, and the last one of the Darlings is the irradiated version of it. Now, this is the ultimate tier of them. They're fast, they're tougher, and they hit like a freight train. Now, these irradiated zombies will be replaced at some point later down the line, but we don't know when yet. It hasn't been announced, but these irradiated zombies are placeholders until they're putting a new special infected, which I don't think is going to be soon. I think this will be Alpha 20. So they're going to be around for a while still. You'll only see these when your game stage gets over 100. And now, you see what I mean? Oh, helps if I reload, hey. So 1200 XP. So she's got over double the XP of the other zombies. Now this... Who are you again? This is Zombie Joe. Now Zombie Joe has got an extensive rework. He looks very different from what he was previously. This is just his normal version. As I said, all zombies can have 3 different variants of them. So Joe, again, not too tough, but zombies generally do their damage in numbers. Click. Always make sure your weapons are reloaded. Okay. This is also a new thing, this basketball court. This wasn't in Alpha 18, but it's really cool. Well, that's the end of the part 2 of our Beginner's Guide for 7 Days to Die Alpha 19. This covers Alpha 19, and if you've never played 7 Days to Die at all, so welcome. It's great to have you here. Please hit that subscribe button, like, and give the video 2 thumbs up. It really does help me out. The next video we're going to be looking at is the perk and skill tree and books. So stay tuned for that. There's going to be no running around. We're just going to be running through all the perks as they are. So let us have a look at that, shall we? See you all right now.